I'm Jan Krögel. I'm leading employee experience and people analytics for Group HR and Capgemini. The key thing I think now that we expect from people analytics is to bring more focus on business impact. It's not about looking at more data. It's not about doing more dashboarding. It's to really refocus on our business challenges as we have them. Well, we've seen that HR is obviously getting trained constantly on all kinds of topics, but people analytics and the whole data-driven capability that kind of comes with it as a requirement really is coming fast and expectations are really high. So we really looked at what could be the best way of bringing up some of our HR, especially those that are really leading this effort in our business, to the right level. We need to be credible in front of the business. We need to understand our business. We need to understand also the data piece and the analytics piece. So there's a whole range of skills that we need them to kind of own more of. And we thought going outside and going to a curated, strong source would really help us with that effort. Yeah, so I think it's only a starting point. So I think we can do much more. So what I'm going to tell you here is a first level effort. So we really selected for each of the businesses and for each of the large geographies, a very selected number of people from our HR community who were already involved in reporting, BI, analytics to varying degrees. But we also wanted to start maybe creating a new role, behind this that is really then helping to support their leaders, more specifically on their business challenges. So it really helps to have your own learning at your own space, especially when you have people with a very full calendar with a lot of responsibilities. There was the strong need to the value and the business challenge. So one of the things was to get sponsorship from the leaders, the HR leaders of the businesses, who really actually also identified those people, by the way. So it's really aligned and really work with them on their business challenge. So it's not about inventing a school problem, I would say. It's about taking a real life challenge that they already have. And it really helped us to identify a few drivers, issues, and really, by the way, for some of them are currently being grown into big projects that will continue beyond the scope of just the learning. I mean, we are very, in our organization, as in many others, as understood, we are pretty interested in why people leave. But I mean, what I liked about these projects is that it actually cut it down to why it matters to know that people leave. One of them, for example, was about our diversity and inclusion initiatives, where the purpose was really to find out the drivers or different attributes of our women participating in our workforce and what's the ratios there. So it really goes at a good level because it was done at a certain country level. So it really is close to, cultural elements and others that really help you to identify some actions. ROI for the business is one thing, but before that, I think you have the ROI for people to be able to do their job better and also be able to be more engaged in what they do because they feel more equipped. They know how to do it, especially I think in a field which might sometimes be a bit technical like people analytics. And the fact that you know it and that you're actually not afraid of it anymore, I think that's for me already that's the ROI I wanted to achieve with this. And we can see very clearly that the feedback is very positive. Also in the juries that we held, the panels where they presented back the projects to the HR leaders, they were very proud of that. Good question. We need to probably have more HR, BPs, business partners, but also HR, co-HR on this topic. I think the data-driven piece is a core transformation of our HR. So there's a question for me of expanding, I think, the scope of who is in part of that course. How much needs that to be part of a standard curriculum for all HR and not just for a selected few practitioners? How deep do we need to go? And then the other question is for those that are already now becoming leaders and practitioners, and again, really identified now who they are. What else do we need to give them to be successful? We had a very good experience with AIHR. It was a seamless and easy to onboard kind of experience. Much of it was taken care by AIHR, which I think is a bit curated model to support, the platform model. I think it worked really well. What we liked is the depth of the course for that level we selected. And I think it's also the ability to have a certification and recognition of our people are really important. So I think that's something else we are currently seeing. And then also the extensions that AIHR offers, basically not limited to one course or to one certification, but there's much more. And I think these are the things that then people look forward to once they've completed the course. You can do much more, right? And you can do on different topics. So I think all these reasons and the ones we mentioned before made this course a real success.